Hey there. This is probably going to be the last one that I do for today. There was a couple things I wanted to mention right off the top. One of which had to do with, and, and it's sort of funny. I pretty much figure everybody can figure this out. But I get these prompts that says smart news. Notice the word smart. In your memory, what does smart mean to us? Oh, I gotta go there because I'm smart and it says that it's smart. So if I want to get smart news, then I'm going to go to smart news so I can be smart. Whatever news that is smart. Capture. That's linguistic programming. Put it in memory. That's why I think I mentioned in one of my other videos. I used to just go, please, okay? Do not insult my creative intelligence, please. Like, oh, you missed the spelling in that. Or that isn't the proper grammar. Okay. This is a qualifier. I fuck with the language. Okay, why? Because I can play with it. I'm allowed to do that because that's my free will. I can take all the letters in your alphabet and all the numbers and put them in whatever shape and form I choose to. Okay? The language is meant for a reason, which is linguistic programming. Okay? Ever heard of reverse fire letters? Going in reverse? The vibrational intent does not match the symbolic representation of the numbers and the representation of the alphabet. Vowels and consonants, all that. So, this sort of gets into, if you will, how can it know what you're going to think next? Well, if you're already running in memory what has already been put in there by something else that is external to you that's putting it in there, then you're running that program. You're running their program, not your own. Okay? So I mess with the language. That's why I mess with the language. That's why I say fuck. Okay? Oh, you're not supposed to say that. Well, who had the authority to tell you what you're not supposed to experience in sound? You listen to the word duck, right? And you use the word F in other words, right? This is the insanity of it. That's the insanity of memory programming. Okay? It's all about control. It's all about control of your mind's energy that gets captured by the programmers. Okay? So it's like, please, okay? I'm trying to do a job while I'm down here, okay? On behalf of a girl that I love with all my heart and spirit. Okay? It's like this morning, okay? I know when I get a communication from a galactic sun, just like yesterday, okay? My neurotransmitters, which are in my heart, which is a huge vortex, okay? I get communications. I know who's communicating to me. I recognize the signature, the frequency. But more importantly, remember, value tagging. I got a communication that the rate of light is expanding in the Milky Way. That was the communication that I got. I know right where it came from. It came from the galactic sun. Duh. How would I know that? Because I'm experiencing it. Where am I experiencing it? Through my neurotransmitters. So when you're running the most powerful neurotransmitters in your heart, you're connected to all the other neurotransmitters. Heart to heart to heart. Okay? You're getting energetic communications. Okay? Data. Information. You experience the information in the data. So what do? We assign it value. What has the greatest value? What light does. What love is. So when I'm experiencing the increase in the light in the Milky Way galaxy, okay, it means that I am experiencing in my heart the rise of that light. That's how I know it's true. It's because I'm experiencing it. because the Milky Way galaxy is a classroom. So the light is increasing, which means the frequency and the speed of the waveform throughout the galaxy is going higher. That's big, big news. Because that's a university campus system through which the classrooms that exist within it means the light is going up. That's a cosmic equation. So anyway, I thought I'd share this so that you can sort of perceive, how I experience the cosmos that I live in. So money isn't ever going to work for me. I'm sorry, but it just won't. And that's what made it so difficult for me as a child in here, is that I'm stuck. I heard Robert David Steele one time, former CIA case manager, said, we just have a lot of people that are trapped in a bad system. That's true. That's absolutely true. So when you know that as a child, and you're on a spiritual battlefield, you know why you're here. Because my spirit was anchored to her spirit right out of the gate, right out of my mother's womb. So I'm always running to go be with her, to experience the goddess, to experience her. So you know her. You know her through communication. Okay? So that's why I wrote this stuff down a little bit ago. I thought I would share this. That's why as a child I realized I would never fit in, because I give all my electrons away, which is currency. Current. Get it? Okay? When we realize the girl on the planet is giving away all her energy, then why are you, everyone here, using her energy and charging her for it when she doesn't? Okay? That's a question I ask everybody who's here on this planet. Why are you charging each other money for energy that the girl on this planet gives everyone for free? You don't need to explain that to me. But do me a favor. Explain it to her. Because it's her energy that you're using to be here. Because it's her classroom. Okay? So I realize that because you're not in waveform alignment communication with her. In living spirit. It's how we, as the native spirit, the native Indians, the tribes and the clans, okay, in her classroom and healing center, can identify those who are alien. They don't connect with her. Because otherwise, they wouldn't be doing to her what they do. Because for me, it's translated and perceived as no different than what a pervert or a pedophile would do to abuse a 4-year-old little girl. The only difference between a 4-year-old little girl in spirit and Gaia is she's just a bigger girl. She's a more powerful spirit. Look how much light she has. She's given it all to all of us. I asked her one day when I was in a motel room. I believed that I had enough love in my heart, enough light that I have, which goes on forever because it's infinite, right? To heal her. I asked her, I wanted to experience all the pain on this planet so we could heal this planet together. I spent nearly 4 days crying buckets of tears. I was experiencing all that pain. So how do we solve that problem? That's why there's so much light in here. That's why when Patty said this a couple years ago, she showed us a fence. There ain't nothing getting in or out of here that isn't love and light. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That means there's no escape route for these demons. And that's why when I saw a little bit ago, Lori Ladd, who I just love this girl in the way that she shares what it is she's experiencing with others. And I guess the video she did this morning was the energies are intensifying. Okay? Now for me, because of the way that I translate the energies that I'm experiencing, it means past, present, future are merging. Which means the energy is speeding up. I'm moving back into no time, which is manifestation, creation time. Okay? So that's why all the light is in here. So I was thinking the other day, well, where's everybody else going to go? Aren't they going to shift with us? And I began experiencing pain and tears in my heart. Because if you're a spiritual warrior, if you're a light warrior, you don't want to lose anybody because you give love to everything. I've cried over this. I could cry right now. That's why what happened here in a classroom, where all the souls that are in here didn't get the opportunity and the benefit of being with her, to learn to the girl on the planet how to be a reflection in the mirror of what she is, and how beautiful it is to experience her in spirit. That's the most painful thing I know how to experience. So I asked myself this question, so I put this to everybody. How many units of consciousness are here who acknowledge who the teacher is in this classroom? I am one of them. That's a question I ask everybody on the planet. Now, I already know because of the friends that I have who do. So that's a given. Because there is an answer to that question. That's how we learn. That's how every student learns. That's how we become a teacher. We share the knowledge we learn with others. So we value tag what gives us the greatest value. And when we learn what has the greatest value, then we learn to use our energy in ways that have the greatest value. So we can know the answer, can't we? Yes, of course. All we have to do is take a measurement. Everybody knows what a ruler is, what a compass is. Okay? And with me, it's easy to do with my heart because all I got to do is just measure how much light we're losing. So wherever I go, from one town to the next, from one forest to the next, from one jungle to the next, from one desert to the next, wherever I happen to go, I'm experiencing the energy, and I can measure within me how much light is there, which is how much love is there. I'm experiencing the speed of the waves that are there. Are they lower than mine or higher than mine? So that measurement is based on a speed metric, which is the speed of the waveform. So how fast is our waveform vibration? What is the energy and the speed of the wave that we're using to experience who we are, that we thus communicate naturally, without thinking about it, to others? Well, if you're running a love frequency at a minimum, then you're in a timeless state, huh? Because love is the absence of fear. Now you're free to be who you are. You don't have to copy somebody else. You don't have to be like somebody else in order to think that you're accepted for exactly who you are, no matter what color you are, no matter what shape you come in. So how fast is our waveform vibration we use to communicate with others? That's a cosmic equation, by the way. So the grading rubric in this classroom, her classroom, it's a measurement that we can quantify. So I wrote this. How much high frequency waves of pulsed electromagnetic energy are we giving away? Versus how much we're accumulating and not giving away. That's a measurement. And that measurement can be done over a timeline. From the time you come in here in one life cycle to the next. And we can measure the speed of the learning, by the way, from one life cycle to the next. That's what I happened to do when I came in here, was looking at the historical data. Look at the speed of the frequency, which is the evolution or the graduation, looking at all the back-tuned harmonics. So this isn't just a Gaia measurement, by the way. Okay? It's a cosmic level measurement. At the cosmic level, we measure to determine how much electricity we're losing to power the light with. Power of a star. Shifting gears to data. The great androids. So the way that I sort of put this and the way I translate this is, I think most everybody out there, particularly children, have experienced Star Trek Next Generation. Or even the older one that was just plain Star Trek, Gene Roddenberry. You can better well believe that he knows how all this works. Okay? What is data? Remember data on Star Trek? He operates off a big library of what? Data, information. That allows Captain Picard to do what? That frees him up to do the job of a commander. So when he wants access to data, all he's got to do is ask data. Data, give me the information. We're in star system so-and-so and so-and-so. Oh, cool. Okay, now I know. That's the value of an android. Do we know how to program an android? You better believe we do. They perform a valuable function. I remember Data didn't have any emotions. He doesn't run on the same energy we do. But he understands the value and the function for which he was created, doesn't he? He's providing, in a way, love and service to others, even though he couldn't feel what love is, but he does in a way because he can translate what 524, 532, 600, 700, 800 megahertz is. So he can translate the energy communication, okay, of the signal communication that he's receiving from the commander. The commander loves him. So the commander is not ever going to do any damage to the data. The data processes for the commander. So now we can get into advanced systems engineering, which would be a Star Trek ship. So imagine that ship is living. Imagine its consciousness. So you're connecting through all your neurotransmitters with it. Everything's immediate. Bang, you're there. Imagine that. Just like when Patty Broussard says, I've got all the information in my mind of how that spaceship, that starship that I created, I can manifest it. I don't need to take energy out of the planet, which is data, in order to put something already together that represents data that I've already got in my mind, because it's held within all that light. She can just manifest it. So in her mind and in the mind of that ship, that's a reflection of who she is and the data that is in her that is in that ship. That's data transfer. The data transfer between her and that ship is in alignment with each other. Now she's experiencing the ship that she just manifested. Now she's with the ship. Now the ship is a reflection of who she is, which is a data exchange, which is like a knowledge transfer. Now you're experiencing the ship you just manifested. Let's go. Okay, so I just wanted to leave that to ponder. So that when a ship shows up, hey, How you all doing? Now, I had a communication, I think, a couple weeks ago. So I think it was 3 weeks ago. I think I mentioned this. When I was in a Target store one day, and as soon as I was getting out the door, I got a telepathic communication. Looked straight up. I looked straight up, and there it was. So I could see the outline, and I could feel the energy, and I could read it. So I put both my arms out and just opened my heart and said, I love you. Thank you for being here. I love you. 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 And then it just opened up all my energy, all my light, just in the whole sky, thanking all the light ships that are here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I can't thank you enough. The only thing I could do is keep giving you all my love forever for being here. Because we know why they're here. This planet is being liberated. The consciousness is being liberated. It's expanding, which means the frequency of the consciousness is going up, which means not being held captive to a parasite that is feeding on our light, so that you are free to experience who you are in no fear. That's what's ending. Welcome to the fifth world. Have a great day. Enjoy the energy. I'm happy as a jaybird. Ever heard of jaybird? Go up to the Angeles National Forest. They got some big jaybirds up there that are really noisy characters. They used to wake me up in the morning. I love jaybirds. Okay? Bluebirds. Big ones. I call them big squawkers. Okay? Or we're going up to a woodpecker. Knock, 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 knock. Hammering away at the wood. Leave my tree alone. Hey, it needs food. Anyway, have a great day. Bye now.